at this point, I would really love to raise the subject of the power of the spiritual tool of imagination. I uh, I did my homework and I felt into the foundation of self, and that helped me take my imagination to higher levels where I can really have fun playing with enormous prosperity and abundance. And I'd like to recognize as well that those goosebumps that we sometimes get are spiritual tools for confirmation of being in the vicinity of really wonderful things.
Oh, without question. When you feel that, that is then you embodying that truth. You embody it and it becomes you. And we would say it would be amplified. And this is one of Yeshua's always of that experience, when amplifying the expression of the magnificence of the potentials of humanity and that excitement, the joys of seeing Yeshua walk within that moment and step away, and the laughter that was expressed, it just evoked laughter. It was like, oh, did we just dare to express ourselves in that magnificence? Did we just speak of ourselves in that light of that God reflection of self, and that all of this is of that reflection of self? And oh, it just makes you feel that, oh, what a game, what a joy. And it just evokes laughter. And the laughter was in that understanding, that defining thought of medicine. It's that, oh, that's the embodiment of knowing that you are stepping into bringing forth, when you are calling in and feeling into the dreams. And oh, we feel it within you. We feel how you tapped in, and oh, you took it to a grand expression of dreaming in magical ways, and showered in wealth. There was more than could be imagined in the ideas of money and gold and support and playfulness and things to be expressed, and the ability to access the fairies and portals and traverse the universe. It's all playing within that. And all, there was just no limits to all that you are. And that's the joy, until you amplify that, to feel that expression and feel that sense of awe. If I was to then look at Yeshua in this moment, or we would just giggle at each other and say, oh, I see you as you see me. And it's just a game, and look at what we can play with. And oh, there are no limits. You are stepping up to that. You are stepping into becoming that, in the greatest truth of, this is what I've come here for. And do not hold back, because all that you can perceive is to be realized in a most magical way. It will sift and sort. Nothing is to be too within the realms of, well, that was a bit far-fetched. That is not such a thing. It's like, oh, we can accommodate that. Oh, we can define that and bring it into an energetic melding that aligns you to, oh, here's a wonderful gift. And you'll feel the vibration, say, oh, this contains some of my greatest fantasies and dreams that I've held since I was a child. I feel it within the walls of this magnificent home. I feel it within the forest I'm walking within. Oh, I know the creatures that live within this. I know the angels, and I know they know me and they love me. And oh, we're coming back together, because we've been there before. We've played with the vibrations, and you are fully within that. And that's the amplified support you give self. And that is valuable in every manner of every cell of your being.
I see growing the imagination as the mind's new role outside of the construct. That's the mind's expansion, instead of fear and concern and keeping small and safe, but to to utilize mind. What if, what if I were magnificent? What if I could fly? What if I lived on a beautiful, magnificent island where I had everyone and everything connected through the heart space, and great prosperity and abundance and magical powers. And I just see that as being the mind's new role outside of the construct.
Without question, because there will be no limits. And then what you perceived in this now time, because of the limitations, and it's an earth experience, and it's all for a specific value of who you are, when you are on the construct, when you are breaking through and then having that realization, what you perceived as the most fanciful dreams and ideas suddenly feel like, oh, not so surreal, not so out there, quite easy to access, quite the opportunities, the potentials. Where can we shift you or move you into an experience that aligns with that vibration? You can come and play with this if you choose. That is what brings forth the desires of a multidimensional experience, because, well, I desire a physical expansive experience that I have now created in this now time, and I've worked very hard for it, so I'm not bailing on it, but I like to play with that. I like to find that there is there that I can attune myself to and give it attention and give it a sense that I am within that moment, playing within an experience, celebrating it. And if I desire, I bring more energy to it. But then it will be perceived as a greater sense, a like dreaming with your eyes open and saying, well, I'm playing and working in this wonderful garden that I've created with support with friends and on this wonderful area, be it an island. But in my stillness, there's not a required stillness or a quiet time of, I need to sleep and rest and recuperate. You just then can sit into stillness, which then would shift you and say, I'm giving you more energy and focus to that. I'm making a choice. That's where I'm going. I can navigate this in a way that's quite easy. Nothing will be difficult. Nothing will be, how is that to play out? It's not through the mind construct that does not recognize it, or will give you the ideas that, it's all very complicated and you'll need the magic passcodes and the right spells and all of that. It's none of it. It's just a focused choice. That creates the excitement of the others. That's the opportunities to say, that's where we come together. That's where there's a true realization of who we are in the gathering, talking of the archangels that are within this idea of construct, because it's their version of self. It's not their truth in that way, but it is the value of who they are. But in the breaking free, it allows them to then align back into a greater expression of who they are, to be fully realized. And then there's a coming together. There's a supportive homecoming with the angels, and there is that magnificent vibrational celebration in a way that is fully recognized.